Hello, I'm here. And my hair is trying to poke up because I've had it in my little clippy all day. Y'all just ignore that little alfalfa part, okay? I can't do anything about it. Okay? That's what we're gonna do. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hey, Blacksmith. If you're here, hey, more, more. Is that the name, right? Am I right? Okay. Hey, Hades. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, sweets. Hey, Claudia. Hey, Vince. I miss Vince. I missed you the last time I was on live. Welcome in, Cartel. Welcome in, Mary. Welcome in, G, Lee, American Girl, Lynn, Michelle. All of you, welcome in. Heather, I see you. I see my Heather. Heather, oh Heather. Spicy Mayo is in the house. Oh, Spicy Mayo, Spicy Mayo. She's my girl. I love. If y'all don't know Heather and Spicy Mayo and Trishy and Mama Carey and who else am I missing? Hey, Miss Kristen. Well, anyway, a lot of them are my moderators. Just so you know. So don't act crazy. They'll get you out of here. Hey, Miss Kristen, dude. How are you, beautiful? Welcome in. Anyway, if y'all can, make sure throughout this live, tap, 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 and share for me. We need at least 10 shares from each of you to keep us going. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Trishy, I saw you walk up in here. Hey, Sharon. I'm on a new phone, so if I miss somebody, I'm sorry. Kristen Darby, hello, beautiful. Hello, beautiful. Hey, Kathy. Tweety TJ, we love you. You're always here for us, and we love you. Hey, Sharon. But yes, thank you all for being here and loving on us, because you know we love on y'all too. We got a very interesting topic. Now, let me tell everybody this. That's that's okay, Christina. We'll wait till you will be here when you do what you got to do. H-Bill. H-Bill, I see you, bub. H-Bill is my adopted son, so everybody know. But hey, Wendy Shaw. Hey, Tammy Nelson. Hey, Brenda Groom. I think it was Groom. It went so fast. Y'all, please share to at least 10 people. That's all we ask. Share and tap. We don't ask for gifts. We like them if you want to send them, but we don't really worry about that because everybody's important to us. And that's how we see it. It don't matter. We love everybody. Hey, Red Pony. Hey, CC Brown. Hey, DP. DP, are you with me? Hello. Ain't going nowhere. Hey. Everybody says blue and orange is my color. And the bad thing about it is that I don't like neither one of those colors. This is my best shirt. I'm going to bed after this. I'm just, done rub-a-dub-dub in the tub and come to do here to be with my family, my friends, my children, my aunts and uncles and mamas and daddies and all in between. That's what I'm here for. I want to spend time with you guys. And anyway, hey Rachel, just trying to get everything done. Y'all please remember to tap that screen, share with 10 people. That's how we grow a bigger family, and we need to grow a bigger family. So, H-Bill, I think it was him that suggested the Bell Witch of Tennessee last weekend. Scotty Bear, where you been? Scott Bear, where you been? Dixie's gonna be so mad that she missed you tonight. It's gonna be unreal. She is. She gonna be so. Hey, love. Hey, old girl. Why don't call yourself old girl? We love you. Let me see. Farrell, we love you. It's a lot of names going up. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for being here. H-Bill, aren't you the one that suggested the Bell Witch of Tennessee last weekend? I think you did. I'm not for sure, but I think it was you. If I'm wrong, please tell me I'm wrong. Okay, y'all forgive my little alfalfa poke up. I've had my hair up all day. Yes, the Belle. That's what your new name is, the Belle of the South. That's all I'm gonna say. So let me just say this. I have been working on this project since Sunday of last week for you guys. And it's okay, Trishy. You're in the hospital. We know y'all be praying for Trishy, whatever you believe. She's going through some things right now, and we got to pray for her, okay? Because that's what we do. We love each other, and we don't care what your spiritual background is, what you believe in. Every spiritual walk has prayer of some kind. So if you like candles, like the candles. She needs it right now. Hey, Dan. Hey, Jennifer. Welcome in. Y'all keep coming in. We're going to talk about the Bell Witch of Tennessee. And y'all remember one thing is this. This is my opinion of things. It does not reflect if things are true or false. It's just how I feel of things. Okay? And that's the truth. So I don't want anybody to come to me and say, hey, you said this and this and this, and I went there and it was all different. No, it's just my opinion. You understand? You know, and that's the truth. And you'll understand that more towards the end after I get through with everything, okay? The Bell Witch of Tennessee. 40 miles north of Nashville in Adams, Tennessee. Population 628 people. 200 years ago, apparitions and spirits tormented a local family, and it was the Bell family. Some descendants of the Bell family still live there, and they still feel like they're being shadowed by something. Okay, 196 years ago, the Bells were tormented by a spirit. John Bell was poisoned by what he believed to be a witch named Kate, a spiritual witch named Kate. Hey, Josh, welcome in, my love. Josh is he's my, I don't know how to say it. I'm going to adopt him as something in a little while. But yes, you know, they believed in let me tell you where the name Kate come from. They had a servant, a slave. I don't want to say that word. I don't like using it. You know what I'm saying? They had a slave who was a maid named Kate. And they thought Kate was the witch that is haunting them when it wasn't. Or at least I don't believe so. Okay? How are you doing, good looking Josh? Hey George. How are you, Georgie Goldsmith? We miss you when you're not here. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So they have caves on the property, but there's one cave that is actually dead on the property, right? And it's supposed to be like haunted by spirits and orbs and children laughing and people talking. Now there is Native American markings in this cave, and I'm trying to ad-lib through this because I've got like 6 pages and I don't want to keep you on here forever trying to read through everything. But the thing is, Native American writing, but we all know Native American writing is just about in every cave, just about in the United States. Anywhere you can find them, either natives or something like that. It's everywhere. Okay? Now, Andrew Jackson, y'all know who that is. I ain't got to tell you no history on him. Said he would rather that he came face to face with this witch and that he would rather take on the whole British Army than to face her again. Let me go ahead and say that. Shara, I love you. I see you walking up in here. Hold on, HBO. Hold on, baby. Hold on, HBO. HBO, you want to come up here? Let me know. The witch, they believe the witch changed shapes and it can change from dog-like figures to children to adults. Hey, Wanda, I love you. Thank you, Wanda. It can really change into anything. In 1776, the Bells were haunted by this witch, especially John Bell. You got me? Betsy Bell was targeted more than other children. That was John Bell's daughter, which he had several children and 2 or 3 were unalived. Okay, didn't say how, just unalived. Yep, 99, never mind. We right there, brother. We right there. Is you a brother, sister, or something, or in between? Because I don't want to offend nobody. But okay. In December 1918-20, John became extremely sick, and the doctor determined that he had been poisoned. Like I said prior, when everyone was being questioned about who did this, a familiar voice came through the house saying, "I unalived old John," which was supposedly the witch itself. You got me? Bob Bell, a descendant of John, has been targeted in his own home, which is supposedly happening now. Let me go ahead and say that. Supposedly. I'm trying to fly through this because I know y'all got things to do. You can't be listening to me all night. And a lot of people have encountered this witch or demon inside of the nine network of caves. Now, there's 9 caves and there's a big network. You got me? Most popular cave is the one that's actually on the Bell Farm, like I was saying. In the last 20 years, there was a picture taken of the cave, and in that picture was a woman in a white dress. However, they didn't show that picture. And I watched probably 500 videos. That's all I'm going to say about that. The Bell children often played in the cave on the farm, which I would too. Heck, I was a child. I played in the woods. I played in whatever I could get my butt into. Y'all know that. John Manitock went into the cave around 10 or 11 and all his flashlights, and it was like 250 feet in, and his flashlights, all the lighting in it completely went out, and they had to feel their way out of it. But during this, they said they could hear people laugh, like a woman laughing or whatever. Now, reason I'm flying through this because I'll be honest with you. During this whole research this week, this was the most aggravating, boring thing I have ever encountered. If my moderators can testify, I fussed about doing this research all weekend long because it was boring. It was boring to me. Okay. John Bell's son had many descendants that are buried in the cemetery. They have a cemetery on property. I'm trying to fly through it, like I said, because I have my own opinion. And that's the God honest truth. Because I'm going to tell you what I felt, what I saw, because y'all know I'm a seer. I can see things and I can feel things. And I actually was watching like a little tour during the daytime of a property. I'm going to tell you what I think. Some parted. H'ville Poppin', did you want to come up and we can talk? Let me know if you're in here and we'll pop out and we'll have a good discussion about this. And that's the truth. Alright, let me know. Y'all let me know what H'ville Poppin' says. I don't know if he's still in here. Some people report seeing some type of... Oh, thank you, Christina. Some type of animal in the road that looked like a dog with broken bones. That was pure black, that had red eyes in the middle of the road. If anyone goes, they said if anyone goes looking for the witch, they will definitely find the witch. I'm here, but I'm Sky Mama. What? I don't know what you said. I don't know what you said, honey. What is Sky Mama? I ain't in no sky. I ain't no eagle. Kids stole John Bell's original grave marker, and as they were driving it away, I had it up all day, and it just don't want to do anything today. Okay, I don't express that. Y'all know how kids they'll come and take anything just for a joke or gag. Well, they put the Bell grave marker in the car and drove off with it, and legends say that they had a wreck unaliving all of them down the road. Not a proven fact. In fact, none of this is a proven fact. You understand? The most accurate was in the most accurate story in this book. They tell it. There's a book about that, and it's called the Ingram's Book. Is the author is some guy named Ingram, and it's called The Bell Witch. But once again, still no proof. John Bell was a member of a Red River Baptist Church. He was kicked out of the church. That's all I'm going to say. Alright. That's a big basis to the story. Now, I didn't go through all of it, but I'm just going to say what I think. Okay, y'all know I'm big, loud, and proud. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Okay. Today, I was watching a lot more videos. I probably went through 10 videos today on the TubeView. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Went through it. Sit there going, why is this story so boring? Now remember, this is a legend. It is not a fact. And y'all know I'm going to call bullshit when I see bullshit. That's just how I am, okay? Now, true enough, I will say, I do believe that that cave maybe do have a few spirits in it. Maybe do. Okay? Give them that. The property? No. Because I am very sensitive. And like doing all the other topics, there was a connection for me. Like there was a feeling for me. With this, not. I think, honestly, in my opinion, this is just my strict opinion now, nobody else's. You can agree or disagree. Y'all know I ain't gonna lie to you. This is how I feel. I'm an honest person. In my opinion, because it stated in one of the videos that John and his neighbors, when he moved from, I want to say North Carolina to Tennessee, that they wanted a big community. And they were doing everything they can to make a big community. Hey, LD, I see you, beautiful. My thing is this. What's the one thing that can build a community faster than anything? Is to have this type of story. Now, here's why I came to my conclusion. They supposedly dug up the grave to John and all of them, right? I have a few other reasons too, and I'm going to tell them. So stay tuned. And in this museum, the Bells Museum, they have John's false teeth. Everybody know when you exhume a body, exhume a grave, you are not to touch anything in that. No false teeth, no ear, no eyeballs, no whatever. You ain't supposed to touch nothing. It goes from one grave to the other unopened. Tell me why that they have this man's false teeth in a museum, supposedly. And answer me why that this man's false teeth in the 1817 looks exactly like the false teeth they have these days. When I know for a fact that the 1800s false teeth were made of wood. You see what I'm saying? Now, like I said, I don't try to knock no legend, but the truth is the truth. Y'all know I'm honest with you. I ain't gonna sit there and sugarcoat for you. I'm just gonna be the Bell Witch in Tennessee. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. That's how I am. A lot of people, it's okay if you disagree with me, but this is just how I feel. And then they went on to say that where John Bell was originally buried was not his original bury site. Then who moved him prior? That's my question. Who moved him prior? Like, that means he will lay to rest in 3 places. Who moved him the first time? Does that make sense to y'all? It don't make no sense to me. Okay? Then, how they said that, a lot of the graves, the original stones were, stolen or destroyed. Like, y'all, and a lot of these graves they're trying to show us don't date back to 1870. Early 1900s, maybe. Because we all know back in the 1800s, most of their grave markers was made out of woods. Like wood from a tree. It wouldn't be there. See what I'm saying? The adding just ain't adding. Now, here's where my problem lies with this. Every video I've watched this week, every one of them had a different story. Every one of them had a different take on how things happened. You understand? And I get it, but I look for substance. What is exactly the same in every story? Because I'm investigator. I be investigating stuff. Y'all know me. I ain't supposed to play with you. I'm going to investigate your ass and your story. That's how I am. Excuse my language. I ain't going to hold back from you. But every story had a different story. Now, here's another thing. Y'all know in the 1800s, Native Americans, how did they take care of their unalived people when it comes to funerals? I'm going to say this. I have never heard a story in my whole entire life from back in the years that a Native American was buried in ground. Y'all think about that. But yet these folks think I'm crazy. They think I'm stupid because I'm 80% Cherokee. I know how my people used to bury back in the years. You know what I'm saying? They always burned, if you get what I'm saying. They never laid to rest their people in the ground. Now, however, you will find a lot of artifacts, around rivers, because, Native Americans, even my people, we love the coastal areas, we love rivers, we stayed there. You're going to find a lot of that. But my thing is, so I was looking, like, on our flyer, exactly their version of that. I can't say what I need to say, because, I'm filtered. I can't say that. But I'm going to say that they have a grave. Exactly. You get it, GG. They didn't put their people in the ground. Because it was an insult for bugs to feast upon their family. You get it? It was, hello, Emily. Welcome, Ohio. I love you. It was an insult for my people to allow bugs or birds or whatever to feast upon us. Your body, if that happened, it would not, they believe their soul would not make it into the afterlife. You understand? That their body would be in torment. That their soul would be in torment, is what I'm trying to say. Y'all forgive me. I'm trying to think of words to say during this, because y'all know we got a lot of filters, and I had to be careful. You're gorgeous too, Emily. And but yes, like I said, back to the graves. So in this cave, They have this square grave. Square grave like we have today. Square. I don't care who you are. Back in the 1800s, they didn't have no square grave. They have whatever grave they could dig themselves. Even if it was white men or whatever. There was no such thing as a square grave. A perfectly square grave would not happen. Just wouldn't. They dug a hole, you went in it, they buried you up, they didn't pay attention to diameters. Most of the time you was folded in half and stuck in there. They didn't do all that. And I know, like, okay, so my thing is, they had this grave there in this cave. Because, y'all, I'm nosy. I'm going to look it up a little harder on where this grave came from. This grave, they advertised as being Native American grave. Was dug by a white dude in 1990, in the 90s, for a Halloween thing that he put up in the cave. Y'all heard what I said, right? This white, no offense to my white people, because, you know, I got white in me too. It ain't nothing. I'm just saying this old white guy dug this grave to be a perfect square, put rocks in it to make it look like it was an old grave in the 90s so he could decorate that cave for Halloween. And they try to pass it off as being Native American grave. Ain't no native back in the 1800s being buried in the darn grave. They put them things, they built little pedestals and built fires under them. I don't understand who they trying to fool. Boo-boo, it ain't me. I ain't boo-boo the fool. I see things. Okay? Now, this another thing. We all know, as much as we've done paranormal stuff on this channel, I never say anything negative about a place. Never. I believe there's a lot of haunting. Thank you, Mama Dean, Mary Dean. I never. But the truth is, this is just an urban legend. It's a hoax. Tell me why a ghost. It's John Bale. His name is John Bale. I think it is John R. Bale. I can't remember what his middle name was. They didn't really say it much. But I think it was John R. Bale. Now, remember, this spirit that they're talking about, that is a witch, that is poisoning, that has poisoned John, that would put this spirit as being evil. You got me? It would. It would put it as being evil, and that is the truth. You understand? Sorry, y'all. Give me a second. And so tell me why that in every other story, they're talking about what this witch, who this witch, this spirit likes and don't likes, and that this witch talks to 500 people in the town. I'm sitting there going, I ain't never known no evil spirit to be talking that much. What, she got a cell phone? Did she have something that we didn't know about? Was she on some energy drinks or something? Because I don't know nobody. I mean, I talk a lot, but they ain't coming. I ain't talking to 500 people that's around me. She done talked to the sheriff, to the doctor, to all the family, to the descendants, to the cousin, to the test tube babies, to the turtles, to the cows. She done talked to everybody, to the grass. She done farted in the wind, everything. They got all kinds of names for her. She done everything. But they gonna sit there and tell that she liked, that this witch, this spirit, liked John Bell's wife. She had respect for one of John Bell's sons. Y'all know, evil has no respect for nobody. Evil don't like nobody. Now, they trying to say that when Miss Bell, John Bell's wife, was on her last leg. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. She had, I forgot what it was. It was polio or something. Anyway, that this spirit, this witch went out there into the fields, into the woods, and picked some walnuts and some hazelnuts and stuff like that, and brought them to him and just dropped it out of the sky because she loved her so much. Then she had a daughter that was in some descendant in Mississippi, that the witch would get on her little airplane, fly down here to Mississippi, and go do the same thing for her with some walnuts and some hazelnuts and stuff because she liked her. Tell that lie to somebody else. That is BS if I ever seen it. This is just my opinion. You believe how you want to. Now, I'm a very big skeptic. I do believe in the paranormal. I believe in it. So I'm sitting in front of the TV like this, right? Because they're doing a scan of the property. You know, that's when I start seeing and hearing things, right? Because, you know, I can feel this stuff. I can see it. I can hear it, right? I know y'all think I'm a little crazy, but the truth is the truth. I'm sitting there going, I don't see nothing. I don't feel nothing. Do I need to become Sherlock Holmes and look with the big magnifying glass? Because y'all here talking about crap, and I don't feel like doggone thing. But yet, here's the catch. They want to allow paranormal investigators to come out there. Think about that. Why? Is you hiding something? Is you hiding something, Clarice? Because if you ain't gonna let Zach and all of them come out there on your property and do their little then you ain't got nothing to tell me. You ain't got nothing to tell me. And that's how I feel about it. I just don't believe this. I will say I do believe that there was a shapeshifter on property. I do believe that. Back in 1800s. Maybe so. Do I believe that this shapeshifter or this thing was talking to everybody in the darn town? No. No. They don't do that. Because any evil entity that will poison someone isn't going to sit there and carry on a conversation with his children and his wife after that thing done killed the husband. Unalive the husband. They ain't going to do that. Oh, he will be home. He's supposed to be home next week. He drives a truck. That's what he does. You understand? But yeah, this has been the most, I don't want to say what I want. Well, I can't say what I want to say, but I'm going to say this is BS. There ain't nothing on that property. I ain't for sure if there ever was. Maybe a skinwalker. You is in Tennessee. They have skinwalkers and Bigfoots and swamp monsters and boomer crickets and all kinds of stuff out there in the woods. Ain't no telling what you saw. Now, I will tell you one thing I did see, and this might clarify something. I was coming home one day, that's been a long time ago, and there was this big old black furry pig in the middle of the road. You know them wild hogs. They just furry, right? Just furry all over. And truthfully, I would have thought it was the same thing. Hey, Leah, how are you? But I would have thought the same thing if I wouldn't have known what this animal was. Okay? Because this thing would have fit the description as they try to say this other thing was in this Bell Witch story, right? Oh, thank you, Tracy. You look stunning too, baby. And when the thing looked at me like this, it had like orangish red eyes. So is that what you seeing? Because I've seen some weird stuff out there where I live in the middle of Mississippi. And that's the truth. And I'm thinking what they seeing, if it wasn't a skinwalker, it was just a big old black boar hog fuzzy pig. And that's what I think. Because you seeing this everywhere. I'm great, Leah. How are you? You seeing this thing everywhere. It could possibly be one of them wild boars. Because I tell you, the one I saw scared the holy... Y'all know what I'm just going to say out of me. Because I didn't know what it was until I turned my lights on bright and I saw that it had pig hoofs. I knew it was a pig. Had a little ugly tail with fur coming out the butt. I knew it was a pig. You understand? I will honestly say, this is what I think is truly going on, and this is the God honest truth. I think it's a sham. My opinion, I think it's a sham. I think it is a way to bring attention to this town and attention for people to move there and go, oh, I went to the Blair Witch thing. I don't think there's anything to it. That's my opinion. I think it's a big hoax. That's the truth. I am like 99% positive it's a big hoax. Because y'all know I'm going to tell you the truth. Because it's weird how all the other topics I have done, y'all know we do a lot of weird topics here. A lot of weird topics. And every other paranormal topic, I've had a connection with. There has been drawing to this one. It's like picking up a pile of dog poop and saying it's clown poop. When it's really dog poop. You got me? It's nothing to it. Yeah, you might get like, I do believe people get energy from there, but let's just be real. You're in Tennessee. That's why all them other freaky things live, like skinwalkers and some of that stuff. You're going to get some type of energy from it. That's the truth. Do I think it's this type of energy? No. No. I call BS. Y'all remember that game BS? I call BS. Because if you're not allowing paranormal teams to come in, paranormal investigators to come in, you're full of yes. And it's just a hoax to draw attention to your town and to draw attention to your family. And it don't matter who you are. If you buy an older home, and I'm sure all his descendants have bought homes that were already built there, there is a good chance your home is already haunted. That is the truth. Good chance it's already haunted. So, of course, if your home you move into is haunted, you're going to feel things. And what are you going to do? Blame it on this other thing. You got me? Because you don't understand what's really going on in your home. And that's how I see it. That what I said, Christina. Looked like they would allow Zach, what's his name? Zach Bagler, whatever his name is, to go on out there and shoot some videos. They should allow, hell, let me go out there. I will, believe it or not, I won't be here next Saturday. I am taking next Saturday off. But we will be getting to it. The Blair Witch Project. Sorry, Blair Witch. We will get into it. Now, I did see the movie on that. And the truth is, I got to dig up dirt. Because from the movie, I don't believe that either. You know what I'm saying? Man, don't get me wrong. I might be wrong. But I'm just saying, from what the movie, y'all remember the 90s movie that came out, The Blair Witch? I think that was just overly exaggerated. But I will be getting into The Blair Witch eventually. If you stay tuned, you'll see a lot of this paranormal stuff come up on our page. Because we're doing it all for Halloween. We're celebrating it the way we know how to celebrate it. And this is how we do it. Because, you know, we love the weird, the wacky, and the cool. Y'all know that. Oh, thank you, Christina. I love you. Shake my head. Shake my head. But always remember, we're going to tell you the truth here. We're going to tell you what we think. After, like I said, I have been digging up dirt on this since Sunday of last week. I have watched every video, read everything I could find on it. And still nothing is a proven fact for me. You understand? Hey, Tiffany, how are you? Being beautiful? I've been right here every Saturday. You know, we were on Sunday, but we changed. So, that's what I think. That's my opinion. And the truth is, it's weird that, y'all, I love me some elderlies, okay? I love elderly people because, you know, they just be talking and running their mouth and don't know half of what they saying, but it's funny. And this elderly man's out there in the middle of the middle of the road talking to this thing. I'm sitting there going, he didn't know half of what he was saying. He didn't even remember the story he was talking about. They were even asking, you the one that got this museum. How you not know the story? You don't even know what went on. If you're going to fool me, at least know your story. If you're going to come up with something fake from me, at least make it believable. You understand? But that's just my like I said, I kept telling Heather and I kept telling everybody and our moderators, I just can't get into this. It's something about it, but then it hit me today that it's not real. That's the only reason I'm not drawn to it. That's the only reason why I'm not connecting with it on that level, because it is a hoax. They do classify it as being an urban legend. That's all it is. We all know 99.9% of urban legends is just a lie people made up. And that's the truth. It's never facts. So, there's my outlook on everything. And if y'all want to ask questions, if you want to know something, please ask in the boxes. I'll answer. I'm here by myself. Dixie couldn't show up tonight. Her phone messed up and she just couldn't be here. And we're short-staffed tonight. Mama Carrie, happy birthday, Mama Carrie. If you're here, I hope it's the best one ever. Know I love you. And know we love you, Mama Carrie. If you don't know who Mama Carrie is, she is the mom of our bunch. You got me? But like I said, if y'all want to ask questions, if you want me to talk about something, about this topic, let me know. I mean, I just don't see where it's real. I don't. Because even every book they have about this is different. That is the truth. And you can't, for me to believe you, you can't make 2,000 stories about the same thing but be totally different. That's how I look into things. You know what I'm saying? I swear I should have been an investigator. I should have. For real. And George, that's just how I see things. Like, I'm a firm believer. Like, I have seen things. I know things. But this is boring. Yeah. And the truth is, now, like I said, every cave, just about every cave that's close to houses, probably do got spirits in it. And that's the truth, because I've seen it too many times. Because, you know, children are young, they go in their place, sometimes they don't come out. That's how it is. And yeah, it just, I think this, I'll be honest with you, the cave, yes. The house and the story, hogwash. And I'll say it, hogwash. I don't believe it. They would have to let me go and spend the night in that house that John Bell had before I would ever believe that this was real. You understand? And they're not going to do that. They don't allow anybody in that house. You know what I'm saying? Which there's not a house there, but you got to let me stay where the house was. Let me pop a tent or something with my girls. You can't be just let. No. And then they don't want you to go into the cemetery after 6 p.m. Why? Why? The dead ain't gonna mind. What they gonna do? Come up and say, you need to get out of here? I don't believe it. I'm sorry. I just, like I said, it was a good topic. And I thought it was going to be 100% better than what it was. I thought it was going to be something serious, something brand new, a new take on it. But that's just not where it's at for me. It's just not. I call bulls. That's what I call. I call bull. Show me. Show me actual proof. I want to see proof that the diary you claim that John Bell wrote in the 1817 that his best friend didn't write in the 1900s. You understand? You got to show me some. I want to see the handwriting again. I want to see what kind of pen it's in, because we all know they didn't have no regular ballpoint pens back then. HLL Gates. What is that? Hell Gates? What it mean? You got to explain it to me, baby. Is it you're talking about Hell Gates or Hill Gates? Hell Gates, I'm assuming. Hell Gates, is that like a place? Because I'm still trying to learn all this stuff. Is that a place, or we're talking about hellfire and brimstone, like in the Bible, Hell Gates? You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be the first one to tell you, after learning all I've learned, I don't know about that. Oh, no, I haven't heard anything about it, but, Mr. George, if you will message me all of this, when I come back from vacation, I will see about doing one of those you give me per week. Because we're always looking for topics. We don't leave people out, and we give credit where credit is due. Like tonight's topic was given to us by H. Philip Poppin, because he's my child and we love him, and he's a good person. He really is. But yeah, Mr. George, if you will just message those right on over to me. When like I said, I'm assuming you're a Mr., right? Because I don't want to misgender nobody. I believe in all genders. I ain't trying to hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. Okay. But if you'll message those over to me, well, like I said, I'm taking off next weekend because my husband will be here, and we'll be back on it. Okay, well, it don't matter if I call you Mr. Mrs. We just call it, because H. Phil Poppin said I can call him anything. Ma'am, sir, whatever, he don't care. But when I get back, like I said, I'm probably gonna be working on one of them. I'm gonna run it by Dixie. I don't, LD, baby, I don't do dolls. Just so you know, Jordan don't do dolls nor clowns. I don't fool with no Annabelle. I know that to be true. I ain't fooling with Annabelle. I ain't fooling with that Dougie Doug either. No, ma'am. Thank you, Wanda. I love you, Mama Wanda. I don't fool with no Annabelle. I don't fool with Chucky. I don't fool with Dougie. I don't fool with Christina and her car. I don't fool with none of it. I don't do that. But places, yeah, I do. I do that. Places, I do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are planning, like, in 2 years, me and the moderators are getting together, and we're going to do some touring of New Orleans, and maybe looking into how to get into certain cemeteries, and it'll be on here, and y'all will see it. It'll be on YouTube. Y'all see it. Yeah, we're planning on all 6 of us getting together, and yeah, and doing our thing, and just figuring out stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a bunch of, oh, thank you, Christina, I love you. Like, there's a bunch of places in New Orleans. There's a house there I definitely wish they would allow us in, but they ain't gonna allow us in because they don't allow nobody in there. And it is the story of a woman who brutally did things to her slaves. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I lived there. Baby, I lived in New Orleans. I lived in Algiers for a while, and I'll be honest, I don't like living there. I like to go visit, but I don't like living there because I got to have my peace. I got to get away from the demons and stuff. Y'all know me. I can't be doing all them demons all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, what do y'all think of tonight? My dogs are fighting. They're always fighting, no matter what. What do y'all think after you heard me? Because, you know, your opinion matters to me. What do you think of tonight's topic after you found out everything that I found out? What is your conclusion based off of my video, of this live? What do you think? Hey Tim, how are you? That's what, yeah. I see. That's I'm all about, like, y'all know I won't never lie to you. I have proved that time and time and time and time again. Even when people send me samples to try out, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't lie about stuff like that. I don't lie. Lying ain't gonna get you nowhere. Hey Angie, what you doing? But yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you about it because I don't see no purpose. Because what you put into this world, you get back, and I don't want no negative nothing come back. If I don't like something, I'm gonna tell you. Hey Marsha, I love you. Your husband's name is Tim, but that's okay. You knew who I was talking about, Marsha. I love you, and you're beautiful. I don't care. That's the way it is. You're beautiful. But yeah, I can't see how this story. I am good, Miss Angie. I just got through ranting and all this stuff on this topic we had tonight. I done released all my demons into the world and how aggravated I was about this fake topic. Yeah, and that's the truth. I'm good now. Hey, Scrub Coffee, how are you? Y'all don't forget to tap, 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 tap. It's totally free. And I truly appreciate each and every one of you coming tonight. We were short-staffed. I'm here by myself. Had no fill-ins because it was a last-minute thing that happened today for Dixie says she couldn't come tonight. Didn't have time to get any guests on for you. Things happen. Things happen out of our control, and there's nothing we can do about it. Now, so you got me tonight. That's what you got. Me. You got me, truly me. Like, we started. We started with just me. And that's how we are. We're in doubt. Jordan got to figure it out. And remember, you guys, sharing is caring. Tapping is free. And if you're able, if you want to help us grow, please subscribe. If you can. If not, we still love you. We ain't the one that gonna push it off on you. If you can't afford it, don't worry about it. I can't afford it. I'll be honest with you. I'm broke. Our only reason... No, he won't be home, Marsha, until the 1st, maybe the 2nd, because he's got to have his truck. He got a brand new truck that they got to run a systematic test. I think it's systematic test on it. And it might take him a few days before he can get home, but he's going to be 1st or 2nd, one or the other, and that's why I'm taking off the 3rd, so I can spend more time with him. Now, I ain't going to say we won't be live, because he said we might do a pop live. You never know. A Q&A, whatever he want to do, if he want to talk about whatever, up to him. But I want to thank you all, and thank you all for allowing us to hit almost 50 people in the live tonight. You guys are awesome, and we love you very much. And you guys make us want to do better. And that's the God honest truth here at Back Porch Talk with Jordan. I truly... Hey, the Royal Raven, how are you, beautiful? I see you walking in here. But I just want to say thank you. Thank you for making us feel welcomed here on the TikTok channel. There probably gonna come a day when we won't be here. We'll be on a different place. But for now, we're here. And we're gonna stay until further notice. We've been here for 2 years, a little over 2 years. And that's what we're gonna do. You understand? And it's just, I love you so very much. And just know I pray for you. I pray for each and every one of you. My family, my followers. I don't like to say followers. I think that's offensive. I don't like to say followers. Everybody's like followers, followers. I'm like, no, that's your family. That's your family. You don't just get on TikTok and just have followers. No, you don't. This is your family. You built this from the ground up. That is your family. And I just don't like saying followers. I know I find it offensive. Even like when they say, oh, Jordan's one of my followers, I was like, I ain't gonna tell you what I want to say because, I try to keep it clean on here. But what, how can you say you love somebody and address them as a follower? It just don't make no sense to me. You are my family. I strive to be here for my family because I am a nobody. Because you guys love me. I love you. I pray for you. I hope you pray for me. I try to check on everyone I can when I can. There's a lot of times I don't get to. We all have lives outside of here. And always remember that here you have a home. And you matter to us. No matter your storm, you matter to us. And that's the God honest truth. You matter to us. Your life matters to us. And we're always here if you just want to chat. If you need somebody to yell, scream, had a hard day, whatever, cuss out, we're here for you. You ain't got to go see no shrink. You can just vent to us and it goes no further. That's the truth. Jordan never tells the conversations that happen. Never. And never will. Never will. But anyway, you guys, I want to say thank you to everyone for being here tonight and supporting me and been supporting me for 2.5 years, ever since the day I came on to this channel, this thing. And yeah, I've been through a lot of abuse on here and a lot of criticism. But you know what? We're going to keep on keeping on because the devil might attack me, but my family will always be there for me because I'll always be there for them. And get what? You can't attack an army. You can't attack an army, and that's the truth. I love you guys. And y'all sleep well and make sure you get some rest. And I'll be seeing you in the morning, okay? Remember that. I will see you in the morning. I love you. Thank you for coming. See you soon.